So you're passionate about connecting deeply with people. And now you're taking that into your seventh house of one-on-one relationships. So now you're going to be attracting the right people. And so this full moon for you could be about really coming to terms with like groups that you're no longer a part of, where you may have compromised yourself in the past. Over compromising, I feel like can also be an aspect of the eighth house where Chiron is, and where you have learned to connect deeply, but not to compromise your self-worth in that, right? Because if the north node was in your eighth house, the south node was in your second house of self-worth. So you had learned a lot about where real self-worth really comes from. And if the south node is in your second house, then it doesn't come from your assets. It doesn't come from the fancy things that you own, right? And so that helped you be able to like weed out certain connections or life experiences that just were not for you anymore. And so I feel like this full moon in Cancer is just wrapping that up. Some of you were in certain groups literally to help like heal certain people. And I don't want that to sound like narcissistic or anything, but like seriously, placed in certain groups. And now it's just like a season, right? Like seasons. That time is done. Ten of Swords in reverse. Some people took heed, some people didn't. I really do feel like this is saying like lots of new relationships are coming into your life. And for some of you, there is one like soulmate relationship. And please, I really struggle with using those words because I feel like people hang on to words like soulmate and twin flames. So I really try to be responsible with those words. But what I mean by that it doesn't just have to be romantic. Somebody who just, again, all that work that you've done with that north node in the eighth house, with really going there with yourself, getting off of the surface level and going deep with yourself and with life. You got some relationships coming in that are really going to reward you for that. So like, we don't do this work for nothing, y'all. Like, for real. you the you are appreciated for appreciating yourself and like for doing this work. So that north node in your seventh house is going to be there for the next year and a half. So let these emotions culminate, deal with these emotions for some of you about these past relationships and connections. But there are some relationships that are coming in that they are especially aligned for you, and I feel like with them touching Uranus, they're going to take you higher. They are going to take you higher.